Often people ask us why we're qualified and how we're qualified to handle their divorce. Divorce is a very personal issue with people. It's probably the most critical crisis in their lives. I mean, other than birth and death, what could be more stressful for people? And they want to know that they can trust us and that we're going to have the knowledge and expertise to handle their cases. I think one of the main qualifications that we have is, well, I guess our combined experience of 45, 50 years of practicing exclusively family law, but also we're both certified family law specialists, certified by the state of California.
Yeah, Peter, you touched on something that's so important, is that there's plenty of qualified people out there. There's a lot of lawyers out there that know family law inside and out, but it has to be a good fit. These relationships that we develop with our clients, we're talking to them several times a day, emailing back and forth every day, coming up with strategies. This is a very dynamic, fluid process, a lot of risk involved, and the attorney-client relationship is so important. You have to have somebody that's a good fit with you. And that's where I see when I take cases over from other lawyers, when that relationship broke down, they just said, well, the lawyer wasn't available to talk to me. The lawyer didn't return my phone calls. The lawyer didn't take me seriously. The lawyer seemed to identify with the other side. The lawyer didn't fight enough for me. These are all things that really you want to find out before you hire the lawyer, because once you've invested in that process and in that relationship, it's very hard to change horses later on.
A lot of people ask me, what organizations are you involved in and why are you so involved? I think that's critical, one, to demonstrate our leadership abilities. You're chair of the family law section of the State Bar of California. I'm vice president of one of the vice presidents of the Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. That in itself is not critical, but it's the leadership. It's also being amongst other family lawyers, which is so important. We learn from other lawyers. We also are educators, and we're leaders in our field. So how does that impact how we handle our cases?
Well, one, it's helps us understand family law so much better because we're teaching it to other family lawyers across the state and also across the country. We've developed relationships with other lawyers that we might have as opposing counsel. We've developed relationship with judges that might be judges on a particular case because we've worked with them in these organizations or done panels with them in educational programs. So it also enhances our reputation. So when the other side sees that Walzer Melcher is involved in the case, they know that they're not going to be able to pull one over on us, that we know the law and we're zealous advocates.
We have a team approach, and we either partner, Chris and I, don't do every aspect of the case. We delegate some of the tasks to our two associate attorneys, our two paralegal attorneys, and we try to make it cost effective to the client.
Yeah, that's important. Some firms, especially really small firms, don't have that kind of structure, so it's always the high hourly rate partner or solo practitioner that's doing all the work. We can delegate that work down as appropriate to lower hourly rate personnel.
And one of the things we do, which is critical, is we have a planning meeting where all the staff, the attorneys, the support staff, the partners get together and discuss each case and create a plan so we know what we've done, where we're going in each matter.
Another thing that's different about us is that the typical family lawyer might have 50 or 60 cases per lawyer going at any one time. And that's because most divorce cases are small. They might have a house and a pension, and that's all. And there's not a lot of money involved in those cases, so they have to have a high volume to maintain their practice. We focus on handling very large cases. We have 4 lawyers and 2 paralegals. We might have 20 cases for our entire office going at any one time. So these are mega cases that we're typically handling, a lot of personalized attention to each client because that's what people are paying us for.